Good morning. My name is Chatone, and this
Hiya.
is
Morgan Bustos.
the other girl.
The other one.
The other one. The other one. She looking cute, right?
Oh,
You like
right?
the merch? You like how it's going? Oh. We got new stuff every day.
Yes.
All of our stuff's coming in. We're super excited.
She knows I love me a good cap.
Yeah. I said maybe if my hair is straight, I can put one in. While my hair is blown out, if you know, that ain't going over the braids that I wear. That's not going to happen. It will be sitting up here like this, looking like a crown, but that would work.
That would work. You're a princess.
I'm in the princess, so that would work. All right, guys, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. This is day 3. This is day 3. What fun. We're all about appreciating little things this week.
Yes.
And making sure that we anchor in positivity as the year draws to a close. As we said a couple days ago, so many times people are thinking about the beginning of the year, like, well, I'm going to put everything off till January. And I just don't believe in that. I don't.
Like, why when I can do it now?
Today is the new year. Today is day 1. It's Wednesday, but it's day 1. A lot of times this idea of one day. What about day 1? Whatever day you're on, whatever moment you're on. And so this week we've been talking about appreciating little things.
The littlest things make us the happiest, though.
Yeah.
At least they do for me.
Yeah, well, everyone's on his weirdest show.
Yeah, this is true. Point Chatone.
Well, I'm teasing. She knows I love her. So listen, the Getting After podcast, we focus on emotional freedom technique, positive energy, and getting over obstacles, especially for midlife mamas, women who are in that middle part of their life where they have all the things going on. And the last couple of days, we're talking about the breath, the importance of breathing. The importance of taking time. So have you done it? Have you done it the last 2 days?
Let us know if you have. We'd love to hear if it worked.
Hit it in the comments. 30 seconds per hour.
Can you explain to them again?
30 seconds. Okay, it's not a lot, right? So 30 seconds per hour, taking that time to just slow down for 30 seconds. This is something you can put on your phone as a timer. You can put it on your Apple Watch or your smartwatch. To literally take 30 seconds to breathe. You could take 30 seconds to just tap on this karate chop point for 30 seconds and just kind of let things go for 30 seconds. And even if, I know when I was in corporate, because I'm not anymore, when I was in corporate, you didn't have 30 seconds.
Okay.
The jobs you've had, there were no 30 seconds. Both your hands are in it. Taking the 30 seconds to slow down, putting it under the table, holding your hands for a second and being or just, very gentle. People don't have to know what you're doing. You can put it low. They don't need, everything is not their business, guys. It's not their business. One of the things about getting to after and this idea of you don't have to be stuck.
I love it. Because people think that they do.
Yeah.
Like in society, it's like, this is how it's always been. This is how it's always going to be.
Yeah.
But honey, it doesn't have to be.
No,
it's a choice.
It doesn't. So this week we're talking about this right here. What simple things bring you joy? What simple things? And the reason why is because we've been highlighting in this book, Fat and Happy. We promised you a workshop week, and this is your workshop week. We do want to encourage you to grab this book. You can get it from Amazon. You can get it from us. And it is a 25-week basically coaching course. It's like working with me one-on-one. It's one-on-one in a book, right? So self-paced, but each and every day there's questions. Why don't you talk about what the benefits have been from you in using the book?
I noticed, so even though I'm a happy, positive person, I noticed that I became more aware of the good things that were going on in my life. Simple little things. Like I really love waking up to a clean kitchen. I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, but that means the world to me because I don't have to start off my day by cleaning something up. You know what I mean? But then in turn, it takes me to my cup of coffee. So then I get to have my cup of coffee right away because I can go straight to my coffee and make my coffee and enjoy my tasty treat instead of having to clean everything up before I can do that.
Yeah.
Simple, but makes my day.
Yeah. So when you first started using this book, because I know it's been years, you've had it for 4 years, what was the experience you had in just taking that time to slow down and do the journaling?
It taught me that I was allowed to have time for myself. It taught me that it's important for me to make that time and to literally schedule it in, whether it's in the morning or the evenings. But like me personally, I'm a night owl. Like I was built to be like the night watchman, right?
Yeah. It's a shame because I am too.
So it's helped me to learn to use the moments that work best for me, and then really, really just hone in on that, and then just yeah, use my time wisely, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I think, I mean, I wrote the book, so the things that are in here, they're mine. You know, in the end of each key, at the end of each week, there's a place for you to, or really at the end of every day, you can go in after the week's questions, and you can go ahead and solidify the things we're talking about, like the simple things we're going to be talking about today. Morgan just mentioned too, they're little. They're things that you can anchor in that make you happy. But I find that journaling is very important. And everyone's talking about journaling. I mean, men, dudes are journaling. That was never a thing. It was like, I'm not keeping no diary, you know? It's not a diary. It's a way of getting through. One of my best girlfriends, Jane, shout out to you, Jane. She just moved to my town. And after we've been friends since 19 years old, she's my oldest friend outside of family. And she just moved to my town 5 minutes from my house. What? You talk about appreciate little. She's not a little thing. She's a big deal. Okay. But here's the thing. The thing is, she, you know, this big move she's making, she's like, I want to anchor in the changes. So, and she knows how I am with journals. She's like, can you buy me a journal? First of all, the specialness of someone being able to say, it would make, it's little, but it would make me happy if you bought it for me because I know it from you. Like, when's the last time someone asked you to buy them something because they wanted it to be from you? Now, had I known she wanted a journal, I would have bought her the journal anyway. But now she's like, would you get it for me? That's deep.
That's really deep.
Yes, it's beautiful. To me, that was one of my things. The fact that she would ask me to be the one to give it to her, because she's not a journaler. She's tried many times, but it's not her thing. She's like, I know that you're about writing. So can you, so it's probably some energetic, you know, connection that if it's from me or whatever, I don't know. Maybe I'm making it too deep, Jane. If I am, you can put it in the comments. But the bottom line is, you know, I'm getting her a journal.
Right.
You know? So what are some of the things that you like? I know obviously you're looking in the book and there's things. Do you see any there that seem kind of crazy or silly or funny that you want to share? Because we want to really open your minds to what does it look like to think about simple things that bring you joy.
I'll take what is a hot pink permanent marker for $100.
Like, I mean, come on. A hot pink permanent marker is a joyful thing. They're all over my house. They're in every room. Right now, I don't, they're in my desk drawers down below. I always have them. They bring me joy.
I can't talk.
I know you can't talk. You got pens all over my desk right now.
I love pens. I am a pen person. And like, because of my concussions, like seeing things in different colors, I have to have multiple colors.
Yeah.
Right.
So not only is it joyful, but it's useful because you're making that accommodation. You know what's interesting? There are people who won't make those kind of accommodations because it costs extra money. Well, if you just get all the black big pens, it costs $99. But if you get all the colors, it might cost you $5.99. That is a loving accommodation for her brain.
Oh, yeah. Because it makes everything else go more smoothly because I can see it quickly. It sticks in my mind better. So it helps with my memory because I have my memory shot. Right. So that really, really
comment.
She's so patient with me. Oh,
remember how we told you about the deep breath? We taught you about that. Yeah.
She's so patient.
They think I'm in here. I don't smoke, vape, or do any type of entertainment substance. Boy, there's a lot of deep breath. I'm kidding.
No, she's not.
I'm kidding.
She's not. That's the
thing.
I'm
kidding. I don't. I love her. But so that is one of mine. What's one of yours? Aside of your coffee, your clean kitchen, what's one of your things? I know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
Okay. I love going for a good motorcycle ride in the fall. And like when you're going on the windy road, like the leaves are falling. When you make that turn and you're leaning in on it, the leaves that kick up when you go around the turn at a faster speed, the sound of the crispy, crunchy part, the wind that hits your skin, I'm sorry. There's very few things that
I'm not sure if that's simple, guys.
That is simple.
I don't know if that's so. That sounds very complicated.
It is so simple.
Going around a curve on a motorcycle on a high speed.
Happy.
That sounds complicated.
Happy moments.
It may be a happy moment. It sounds like a death-dealing moment.
No, it's great. It's so peaceful. Okay, she asked me. She can't be judging me.
I'm not judging it. It just seems very complimentary. It sounds like I could skip off and skiv off. I know you're talking about Colorado. That sounds dangerous. Okay, for all of my girls that are bikers, we love you. Yep. I cannot relate. at all. I once read, we went to the DR one time,
Mhm.
and it is actually a great memory. So this was before we had children, and Mark was like, let's do something exciting. So one day we went on horses. The horses were so sad, like they were concave. I'm like, do they feed these animals? It was so like, I'm not putting my body on that horse. Then the next day he's like, well, let's do four-wheelers, right? So that's my first time doing ATVs, and I really did enjoy it. But all the girls or women went with their husbands, and they were sat in the back, so no girls had their own bike. But I was like, Mark's leg is like 17 feet tall. Where is my body going to go? I'm not a small person. I'm like, where if your leg is taking up the whole bike, where was my body supposed to go? Okay.
Touche.
So I said, you know what? I got to get my own bike. They were like, are you sure, lady? Lady, are you sure, lady? Yes. Lady, are you sure? Okay. We're in the Dominican Republic. I said, yes, I'm sure. Get my own bike. They don't actually tell me about the gears.
Oh, like downshifting and
My foot was on fire the whole day because I stayed in first gear, grinding the bike at every kind of speed. Did not understand. I literally had to throw my shoes away because the heat on the sole literally destroyed my shoes.
that's crazy.
I had no idea. Just when we were about to leave, we had to go through a river. I got a parasite, like all the things. Like we went through this river, water was like up to my waist. Yeah, on the
What?
ATV. Oh yeah. This is Mark. Through the sugarcane field into like this Haitian village where children came out and wanted to you had to give them money or whatever. And they went to go eat. And I went to see people. I'm like, what are you doing? Are your feet not hot? They're like, no, my feet feel great. Okay. Side note, that was not one of my greatest moments. Okay. Although seeing the little kids in the Haitian village was amazing. We gave every dime we had. It was sweet. It was really sweet. It was a sweet moment. But these are things that are like special moments in your life. We're talking about little things, like when she's talking about coffee, right? And it's that reframing that I like because I know you before coffee.
It's not pretty. It's not a pretty thing. That's why she has like an IV bag hanging over here with coffee.
I know her without coffee.
She's like,
and so therefore, it just means that to make certain and make sure
hey,
that she's got it. But it's a perspective thing.
yeah.
We know she's going to be very nice soon as she gets to halfway through the cup.
Just patience.
Yeah, that's
Patience,
it. That's all it is. Just patience. It's all good. But for me, I think it's a matter of, it is those things like that are just so tiny that, having, being again in this midlife period and having children or having my husband and like the small things, like for me, sometimes those things that are the simplest things, they can also be aggravating to other people. Because my husband will call me. We just go off the phone now, right? He's calling. Like he'll call and call and call and call. He's not talking about anything. He's sitting there quietly. That could irritate someone else. I've heard people tell me, oh, why is he always checking for you? Why is he always checking on you? Why are we married 35 years and been together since 14? Why is he the only man I've ever been with? I'm not going to get deep on that, but I'm just saying, why is that? Happily. Because he'll call and check on me and say absolutely nothing. It's got nothing. How was your day? Yeah, no, nothing. It's the presence. That to me is very special that he will still call. Although sometimes in the middle of doing like a recording, so I'm like, babe, I can't talk. You know what I mean? But I'm not aggravated by that. Those are the little things. So the challenge is finding those simple things.
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
Okay, so yesterday I came home and Kate had all the cute little girls over for the get together, right? And so Sequoia, I come in the door and she's like, Mom, I have something for you. I'm like, dude, what is it? And she colored me a picture. And she knows how much it means to me to have like my kids sign their names and then put the date. Super important for the date because it's marked in time. Yeah. And so she's like, look what I made for you. And it was so precious. And then she comes up, she's like, but I didn't get to put my name and date on it yet. So she's like, don't get mad, but it's coming. It's coming. My 15-year-old daughter is making something for me.
Yeah.
My soul was so full at that moment. So
little
anybody.
So think about it for yourself. A lot of times it is about our kids, but it doesn't always have to be. It could be about, for me, a lot of times about my kids. We're talking 18 and 22 here, but a lot of times it is about them. They are the best thing I've ever made. And I'm a highly creative person, but they're the best things I've ever made. And so therefore, when I get joy from them, it's a big deal. But you may not have children. So, or you may not have that relationship with your kids. So be
Mm,
thinking about that. That's something for us. You may hate coffee.
yep.
You may like a dirty kitchen. Shout out to you. Okay. But whatever that thing is for you, one of the things we were talking about before we started this show today was how we feel about makeup and so forth.
Oh,
Now, I will tell you, you know what I did while you were gone?
what did you do?
I put eyeliner
No,
on.
you did not.
I did.
Why would you do
On the
that?
bottom.
But it
No, it
hurts.
doesn't hurt on the bottom. So, guys, I've had this eye infection for like weeks
Mm.
and it's finally healing. I don't mind showing you. It was like almost swollen shut, so it's getting better, but I really can't wear any eye makeup. For several days I couldn't even do my brows, but I can wear my brows now because my brows kind of stop here. So I have to put brows in. But no eye makeup or anything. So I decided for this recording to go ahead and put some eyeliner very, very light on the bottom, not on the top. So I don't know when I'll be able to wear eyeshadow again, but it brings us a lot of joy. Like we're like little
Good.
girls when it comes to our cosmetics. And
It
yeah,
is.
I mean, she wears heavier makeup than me, but it's not. Like some people, like it's like you don't look like yourself. We just like it. We like doing the eyes. We like doing the stuff. Like it makes us really happy. And yes, we work with a makeup brand, but that's not why it makes us happy.
I love color. I love to play with color. I like to sparkle. I like sparkle and shine.
It makes us happy.
Yes.
So think about those things today. Remember what we're doing from day one. We want to make sure that you're doing your breath, taking those 30 seconds every hour, finding that place, that quiet place, allowing your nervous system to cool down.
Water. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water. We're on each other all the time about that because I forget all the time, then she forgets.
Yeah.
It does so much for you.
So when you're doing that breathing, make sure you have. A lot of people are more in tune to the water now, but then the water also becomes we got to talk about this another day. It becomes almost a negative because you go and get a bottle that's about this big and it has these lines and the lines are reprimanding you. Did you drink it yet? Why aren't you drinking it? You're almost there. You didn't make it. It's like if your bottle is mean, get a nicer bottle. I'm not going to have my bottle telling me off all day. Let me take a sip.
You gotta talk nice to me, baby. Oh,
my bottle being mean.
You know what's funny? And that's true because you have to find a bottle that works for you because I have like super tiny hands. And so I can't get the bigger bottles because it doesn't fit in my hand. Then it deters me from drinking the water because I don't want to pick it up.
This is big, but it's just, I usually half the time I have it like this. I have to have a really good, this brings me joy. You have no idea what it took me to get this bottle. Like I had to go rounds and rounds. We should get branded bottles.
Dude.
We should get branded bottles.
I think we shall.
All right, guys. Get your time in, do your breaths, drink your water. Make sure you're finding the simple things. Write them down.
Yes.
Take the time, and let's appreciate little things all week long. All right. We'll talk to you tomorrow. We can't wait to see you again. But until we do, be authentic, be brilliant, and be the catalyst. I didn't tell you guys that all week. But don't forget to do it. It's important. I'm Chatone Morrison, Princess of Positivity.
I'm Morgan Bustos.
All right. Peace, y'all. Bye.
Bye.